I hope that you're all seeing our company's logo, and this is actually product of the product. So what you're seeing is a virtual camera that is inputted into Zoom as a standard camera, and the Zoom and the virtual camera already has AR in it. So what Arti does is we take the current AR as you see it on TV, which is expensive, complex, and in studio, and out of it we make something that is affordable, it's easy to use. I'm just doing swipe in order to move between the slides, and you can do it everywhere. I'm doing it right now for my home office. It's 10:45 p.m. in Israel right now, so definitely home office. And all I have here is a camera and a laptop. That's it. And of course, rendering in 3D, such as you're seeing here, needs to happen somewhere in the world. And it's done right now live in servers, in Amazon servers, most likely in Europe, either in Europe or the US, I don't actually know, but it's done in Amazon servers. We run Unreal Engine in the cloud, and this is how you get this. And of course, you need to have a decent internet connection. And in our case, it's about 20 megabits per second download and 2 megabits upload. So pretty standard to have this thing today. And of course, this is what I have here at home. So what can you do with that? You can do stuff like you see on TV and look at the most recent polls between the two candidates and talk about, let's assume the Time and News reporter, talk about, one of the reasons that Trump is behind on polls, and we're not going to get into politics right now, which is the unfortunate situation with COVID-19. And this is a graph that is pulled in real time from the Johns Hopkins University API or database through an API and run in 3D on your screen. So this is basically what we do. This is a quick demo of the product, and from this point on, I'm going to use this screen in another use. I mean, what you saw up until now is more like a broadcast use. From here on, it's going to be just a standard presentation, but instead of putting it on full screen, it's going to be next to me here, and you will be able to continue and see me in full screen, which is, I believe, a much more engaging way to put presentations in front of people. So what's our advantage? 3D product placement, being able to put stuff here on my table is a very important thing. And this is where we actually use AI. So we use a combination of traditional computer vision and AI-driven computer vision in order to do the placement and in order to enable what I'm not showing you right now, enable dynamic tracking, which is the ability to have a 3D object in its place while the camera is moving and zooming in. The next thing is, how do you do 3D rendering over the cloud and in broadcast quality? A unique set of technologies, patent pending, which we have developed, and of course the ability to do the rendering in the cloud and get the data fast enough so it looks natural, like I hope you see today, is our third pillar of our technical advantage. Our vision is to develop beyond that and to enable interactive VR. So I'll be able to do something like swipe to the next slide with my hand gesture. And of course, that requires more AI, which we are going to get into developing it in the next year. And beyond technology, the market that we're addressing, we're starting from the media market, which is why we won the NEA award. But we believe that this technology, such as what you're seeing here today, is relevant for corporate use, for virtual conferences, of course for vloggers, and e-learning. So each of these use cases need a way, and that has become more apparent as COVID became such a significant component of our lives. everyone wants to do more compelling presentations, and this is a great way to do that. So how are we taking it to market is through a SaaS offering, and it puts a price tag that is 10% compared to everyone that does it currently. And you can see it in the lower right hand. Companies like Ross, Viz-Arti, Avid, and Current Ego, which are doing it for the current broadcast community. They're expensive and definitely not simple to use, while we're affordable and simple to use. And then there is another set of companies in the market, all of us know them, Adobe and Autodesk, that are enabling similar set of 3D technologies to be done in post-production, which of course doesn't resolve stuff like we do today, the ability to do live presentations in an engaging way. And to continue this thing, let's talk about the team that is composing it. So I have 20 years of experience in AI. So I was a very early adopter as a VP engineering of a startup called Quiver that was later acquired. We used AI 20 years ago in order to do enterprise search. And from that point on, I used AI in multiple points in my career at Microsoft, and later on at the startup that I co-founded along with Kira Radinsky, which was called SalesPredict, acquired by eBay, and continue to use and to take advantage of AI in eBay and then at Facebook. And then this startup is really interesting because it's a problem looking for a technology. So my co-founders Ido and Dror have been in this space for 20 years in augmented reality. Their current work is an Emmy nominee in the other company. So they came to me with the challenge of how can we make AR affordable? And this is what we did today, along with the last co-founder here, Avner Velan, who is our CTO. So up until now, we've received $4.7 million in funding, and that's the Arti story. Thank you very much.